Now, let's move on. The ABC's flagship 7 p.m. news program is facing major challenges with an ageing viewership. More than half of the program's audience is now older than 65 years. Less than 8% are under 40. This is exclusive data that's been leaked to the Fin Review. Andrew Carswell, this explains, doesn't it, why the ABC is getting rid of its political editors and 120 journos and trying to get younger viewers on platforms like TikTok and YouTube?
I think so. I mean, there's greater representation of demographics at your local bowls club than are watching the 7 p.m. news. I think it's an alarming statistic, but I'm not surprised by it either. And I don't buy the argument that young people aren't watching the news these days. Channel 7 and Channel 9 do a fantastic job at attracting that audience and middle Australia, so to speak. And they've studied their audiences. They know what they want. I'm not convinced that the ABC have the same approach to trying to understand what their audience or who their audience is and what they want. So they've got a real battle to attract that. And maybe it's a matter of going back to their old catchphrase of Channel 2 because it better represents the amount of people that are actually watching.
I mean, I think great lines there, Andrew, but I actually think that you wouldn't find many people less than 40 watching the news.
That's right.
Anywhere.
I mean, this is a problem.
Not to defend the grey BC, as one executive called it, but people
But this
under
is
40...
something that people in the legacy media have been facing for decades now. We know that young people are getting their news, their information and their entertainment more generally from handheld devices and from platforms that have the attention span of a flea, and that older people tend to gravitate towards the ABC. So I think this is a real...
News, you mean, not the ABC?
ABC News.
No, I just meant news generally. Like older people tend to want to know what's
but older
going
people
on in the world.
Older people tend to watch more television, more free-to-air television, more beautiful subscription television like this show. Sharri, all those numbers skew older. And so I just wonder what the ABC thinks it can achieve by basically sort of isolating the viewers that it does have, chasing this younger demographic who probably aren't... I mean, is the ABC ever going to be hip enough for millennials watching TikTok? Are they going to say, oh, I saw this awesome video on TikTok, maybe I'll go and watch the ABC News? Like, I just don't see how that's going to happen or how the ABC can tailor its content to younger people without isolating its audience. And also, again, every time this argument comes up, newsflash, younger people grow up. Young people become old. They grow, and as they get older, and we're seeing different demographics in terms of their political shifts, but as they get older, presumably as the whole population ages, they will come back, God help me, or I'm out of a job.
Start to care about what's going on in the world. I hope so, because at the moment, you know, young people think news is whatever latest dance they've seen on TikTok.
Or whatever's been pushed to them by the Facebook algorithm, which is terrifying as well.